Good morning, and another incredibly bright day today it is. So I went. Oh gosh, why is it whenever I go live something really noisy starts up? Um, so Paul and I went for a walk this morning. Oh, it was painful. My goodness me. We've decided that we're going to be super fit. It's one of these things that we've just got to get done now that we're in our 50s. Yeah, seriously, in our 50s. Oh my God, how did that happen? So we decided that every day this week we're going to go for a 5k walk. So we did one yesterday and we did one today. And I came back and my eyes were just streaming. So I haven't had hay fever for years and years and years. But yeah, today, hay fever. Maybe hay fever. I'm not sure whether it's hay fever. But I had to take my lenses out, so now I can't see properly, which is a bit awkward. So I thought rather than see my red and blotchy face on a face to camera, I thought I'd show you some of the slides that I'm working on for this Friday's masterclass. So, how do you feel about selling? How are you coping with selling in a crisis? Does it feel a bit different? Does it feel a bit sleazy? Does it feel a bit desperate? I don't know. It kind of feels a bit, I don't know, a bit odd to me. It feels a bit odd. So, you might be feeling a bit guilty. So maybe you're feeling a bit uncomfortable with selling because everyone's struggling right at the moment. It feels like everyone's struggling and everyone's trying to make their own way, and lots of people are doing free stuff at the moment. There's free webinars, there's free masterclasses, there's free summits. My inbox, I don't know about yours, is full of loads and loads of free stuff, which is really great. But on the one hand, there's lots of stuff coming into my inbox. On the other hand, I just don't have time to look at it. So there's lots of work and effort and things that people are doing that certainly I'm not taking advantage of and getting the benefit of, because I'm just, there's too much stuff coming into my inbox. And then there's the other challenge of, do you feel a bit like you're profiteering? So you don't want to compete with the free stuff, but if you offer paid stuff, you feel like you're profiteering and you're trying to make money out of other people when they're struggling. But then you need to kind of get your head around that a little. So you're a business, you need to make money to survive. So on the one hand, you might want to cut your fees, or you might want to, offer some services to your clients at a reduced cost. You're not a charity. So even with the benefits and with the tax advantages and things like that we have at the moment, the only way we as businesses are going to survive is if we charge for our services. So don't be tempted to profiteer. I mean, there's a difference between people who are making a profit offering a genuine value added service during the pandemic versus those that are, for example, buying PPE and selling them at hugely inflated prices because supply outstrips, or it doesn't meet demand at the moment. So that's profiteering. Profiteering is cashing in at somebody else's disadvantage, whereas running a profitable business is another thing altogether. So do you feel a bit desperate? So, I mean, it could be that you're feeling like you should be offering stuff for free and you should be doing more stuff for free at the moment than you've ever done before. And on the one hand, I don't necessarily disagree with this. We all want to do stuff that's going to help other people and help businesses to survive. And I'm a big fan of paying it forward and doing three free things for people. However, build that into your strategy. So if you're going to do something for free, make sure it's in exchange for an email address so that you get people onto your email list, for example. Don't just do stuff for free and feed it out for free unless it has an advantage. So some of the classes that I do, like this video, for example, I shall record. I'm streaming it across 2 or 3 Facebook groups so that everybody gets to share it, and everybody hopefully learns something from it. So there's always going to be a learning element to the stuff that I share, but I will also stream it to YouTube. I'm going to send it to YouTube because A, I want other people to learn this. B, I want other people to come into my world and subscribe to the YouTube channel and build an audience. So although it's free content, it still has a purpose. So you can still deliver stuff for free, but have it make value both to the person who's watching it or receiving it or being taught by it, and for you as the business owner. There's absolutely no point in just sending stuff out there. I was on a website for it was actually another accountant's website that I sort of fell across by accident while I was researching something, and they had 2 or 3 PDF downloadables on their website, but you could download them without having to put your email address in. So the content is free, which is great, but the accountant who was doing this is getting no value from sharing that content for free. They can't tell who's downloaded it because they haven't collected their email address. So free has a purpose and should bring advantage to both the person reading it and the person giving it away. So you can still do stuff for free, especially if people are looking at stuff to you to do stuff for free, but make sure that it has a purpose, or it's the first step of your funnel to get somebody into a paid program or buying a product or a service or a thing that you are going to hopefully talk to them and serve them with later. Perhaps you're afraid. One of the challenges, I think, of selling in a pandemic at the moment is you're afraid people are going to say no. You're afraid people are going to think your prices are too high. You're afraid that you're not good enough, or perhaps it feels a bit sleazy. So if you feel this, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about your sales at the moment. It's a real challenge, isn't it? Because your client might say no, and it might be that this product, this service, this thing that you've got that you want to share with them isn't right for them at the moment. It might be that they don't have enough money at the moment for the thing that you're trying to sell them. It also might be that they're holding on to their money. So lots of businesses do actually have quite a lot of money at the moment because of all the financial initiatives and because of bounce back loans and CBILS loans. A lot of people do have the money, but it shouldn't be you not sharing your product, your service, or your thing with them that stops you from selling to them. If they don't want to buy it, then fair enough. If they don't want to buy it just yet, then fair enough. Perhaps they're not ready. They haven't seen the value in it. They haven't seen, they haven't got the need for it. But don't be afraid of trying to sell them and trying to make that sale and share the offer with them. It's up to them to decide not to buy, not you to decide not to offer, if you see what I mean. Or maybe you're bossing it. Maybe you are absolutely in it at the moment. So I work with a lot of online entrepreneurs, and I'm in a number of Facebook groups with other people in online business, in interesting and innovative business, and a lot of people have really pivoted and are absolutely bossing it at the moment in industries that you wouldn't necessarily think it would be possible. I don't know, really interesting. So they have no fear. They absolutely got this. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be like that too, why you shouldn't be able to do that too. So what can we do about that? Well, first of all, I think we need to just get over ourselves a little bit. We need to make sure we're not the ones that are standing in our own way. Don't be afraid to offer your product. Don't be afraid to offer your service. Don't be afraid to have those conversations with your clients. Now, they're far more likely to buy if you're clear on your client needs and what you've got is what they want. So make sure that you really understand what they're looking for at the moment. I can really hear this mower in the background. It's literally just started as I went live. And then finally, remember that this too shall pass. This is a temporary blip in the business world. We've been through recessions before, nothing quite like this one, to be fair. This is quite extraordinary for so many reasons. But it might be that in a couple of months' time, your business just booms again. It might be that you're just waiting for the traffic to come back again. We're starting to release out of lockdown. People are starting to move around a lot more. Now, of course, we don't know yet whether there's going to be, a second wave or a third wave or a fourth wave of this pandemic. We just don't know. Hopefully not. My goodness, hopefully not. But if it is, we're going to be in the same problem. We're still going to be trying to sell in a crisis. So it's really, really important to get clear on those client needs and make sure you understand what your client wants. And if your existing client base doesn't want that anymore, find a new client base, someone who does want what you've got to offer. And you've got to get out there and share it with people in order to do that. So you've got to completely get over yourself and not be afraid to sell. So, how can I help you do this? How can I help you sell in a crisis? Well, I'm trying to sell to you now. So, I'm running a masterclass on Friday, all about selling in a crisis and how to get over the sleaze. And I'm going to share with you some of the strategies that I've implemented in my business to make sure I've still got that sale. Now, some customers have reduced, some customers have increased, but I've still got the sale and my business is still going. So I'm going to share some of those strategies with you. So sign up for our masterclass on Friday. We're doing a £10 deal at the moment. So if you're in one of our Facebook groups, it's a £10 deal to join Profit Hackers or the Academy just for this month, just for June, because we're coming out of lockdown, because we want to start helping more people. So join up and get your £10 for your first month discounted. So that's an amazing offer. And then join us on Friday for the live. Schedule the time and block it out in your diary. Now, every one of our masterclasses is all geared around something that is going to help you make more profit. So join us on Friday, show up for the live, have your time to ask questions, take some notes. You should be able to leave all of our masterclasses with at least 3 lessons, 3 takeaways, 3 things that you think, wow, I could probably do that in my business. And then equally, you should have 3 actions, at least 3 actions, 3 things that you're going to do differently to drive more profit into your bottom line. So sign up, schedule it in your diary, and then show up. And I'll see you there on Friday. Remember, the only way to make more profit is to take profitable action. I'll see you soon. Bye.